If you are a startup founder, I'm sure you've got a lot on your plate already. Building a company, managing a team, and always trying to stay one step ahead. But today, I want to talk about something that you might not have considered in your roadmap to success, and that, my friends, is writing a book. Now, you might be thinking, what? Write a book? I barely have time to write emails. But hear me out, there's a reason why successful entrepreneurs like Eric Rice and Blake Mycossi, for example, pen down their thoughts. Writing a book, especially a non-fiction one, can establish you as an authority in your field. Imagine your potential customers reading a book where you discuss your industry's ins and outs and offer valuable insights. Share your startup journey and the highs, the lows, and how you navigated it all. That's a different level of connection right there. Hi, my name is Raam Anand, and I am the Chief Editor and Publishing Director at Stardom Books, United States and India. Well, it's no secret that we trust experts, don't we? We trust people who wrote the book on it. I mean, quite literally in this case, by writing a book, you're not just telling people you know your stuff. You are showing them that you know your stuff. And that has a huge impact. Take the case of Guy Kawasaki. His book, The Art of the Start, didn't just establish him as a thought leader in the startup world, but it has also helped countless entrepreneurs, kind of navigate their own startup journeys. So if you want to stand out, if you want the position, or if you want to position yourself as an authority in your field, writing a book can be an incredibly powerful step. Stick around, because right in this training video, we are going to say how a book can play a crucial role in even fundraising and gaining publicity as well at the same time. So now that we have discovered how writing a book can establish you as an authority, let's explore another reason why startup founders should consider becoming authors. Fundraising and publicity. Oh, well, you may already know that 90% of startups fail. And one of the primary reasons is the lack of funding. Money is the fuel to innovate, grow, and thrive, isn't it? Here's where a book can make a big difference. When investors see you have written a book, it's not just about seeing you as an authority. They also perceive you as someone who is committed, someone who is resilient, and an expert who can deliver on long-term projects. These are the exact traits they value in founders they fund. Let's take Ben Horowitz, the co-founder of Andreessen Horowitz, for example, and his book, The Hard Thing About Hard Things, has not only established him as a thought leader, but also put his venture capital firm right on the map, attracting potential investors and entrepreneurs. And then there's the publicity, of course. A book opens doors to interviews, podcasts, speaking engagements, conference keynotes, TV shows, radio shows, and so much more actually. It's kind of a publicity engine that keeps on giving. And your book becomes a unique pitch for your startup, a kind of conversation starter, and a platform to share your vision on a global stage, my friend. Think of it this way. Every bookshelf your book lands on, every Kindle it downloads to, is another opportunity for your startup to be discovered. Now let's talk about marketing. In a world where digital marketing strategies often come and go, a book is a timeless marketing tool. But how does it actually benefit your startup? Let's explore. A book is a lot like a startup. It's a product that needs to be marketed, and when done right, it can bring incredible exposure. not just to you as an author, but to your startup as well, isn't it? It puts your brand's name out there, and it's a kind of a 200-page ad that brings credibility, something that a typical ad campaign can struggle to deliver hands down. And here's an example: Delivering Happiness by Tony Hsieh, the late CEO of Zappos. It's more than just a book. It's kind of a manifesto on company culture and their customer service. It helped shape Zappos' brand identity and boosted its customer base. In fact, the book also helped Tony recruit some of the best talent for his company. But that's not all. A book can also drive customer engagement. It helps your audience understand your vision, the problem you're solving, and the values your startup stands for. It can inspire your customers to become your brand advocates. Leading to organic growth. And let's not forget about sales as well. Having a book gives you an extra product to sell or give away. It could be a free add-on to your existing product and kind of an exclusive item for your loyal customers, or even a tool to attract new leads. Many of our authors have successfully used their book as a lead generation strategy. Now that we have seen how a book can be an ultimate marketing and sales tool for your startup, let's also talk about something just as crucial: personal branding and reputation. Writing a book doesn't just boost your startup's brand, it enhances your personal brand as well. It sets you apart as an entrepreneur and positions you in a unique way. And this reputation is not just valuable, it's vital in today's competitive startup ecosystem, isn't it? For example, consider Reid Hoffman, LinkedIn co-founder, and his book, The Startup of You, reinforced his reputation as an entrepreneur who deeply understands networking and career development. And his personal brand became synonymous with professional networking, and this, in turn, elevated LinkedIn's brand to a whole new level. Also, a strong personal brand leads to extraordinary trust, my friends. When people trust you, they're more likely to trust your startup, do business with you, isn't it? This can lead to better investor relations, more customer loyalty, and even attract top talent to your startup. And it doesn't stop there. Your personal brand and the reputation that comes along with being an author can make your startup stand out in a crowded market. You become not just another startup founder, but an author, a thought leader, an influencer who also runs a great startup. Hope you're liking this training, and as we wrap up in our final segment, we will discuss overcoming obstacles and why it's essential to become an author now rather than later. Okay, so far we have talked about why, as a startup founder, writing a book can do wonders for you and your venture, and how this one powerful strategy can weaponize you. But I hear you say, Ram, I'm not a writer, or I don't have time. Well, you know what? You are not alone, and there are solutions to these problems. Number one, consider working with a publishing house and maybe mentors who specialize in helping entrepreneurs tell their story. At Stardom Books, we provide a team of writers and editors who collaborate with you to extract your insights and experiences and turn them into an engaging, compelling book. You don't have to be a wordsmith or carve out massive chunks of already, out of your packed schedule. With the right support and a dedicated and trained publishing experts, you can become a published author without compromising your primary focus, which is building and growing your startup. And here's the thing, there's no better time than now. The business world moves at breakneck speed, and the story you can tell today may inspire, engage, and attract people to your startup in ways you can't even predict. So don't wait for that someday when you think you'll have more time. someday has a terrible habit of turning into never. Take the plunge now. Start your journey of becoming an internationally published author today. Let me help you to explore how you can use our resources and create a compelling book from scratch. Head over to our website www.stardombooks.com. Check out our book writing and publishing programs. It's your time to become even more influential, famous, well-known, and spread your message to the world in a big way. Thank you for watching this training. I hope this was useful for you, and I will see you on the other side.